How are we living, boys? Today I'm actually just trying to do something that we haven't done yet on this channel, where I just give you a completely locked-in game. We're not going to be focusing too much on like a new build or anything. I'm just going to play this game and try and explain every single thing in detail. That seems like the things that most people have enjoyed the most about my YouTube is just learning the game. So at 50 seconds into the game, I started my recall. I'm standing here and I ward this. Why do I ward this? Just in case they try and walk in late, like at 120. If they were to walk in, meet me here at 130, right, with top lane and jungle, right, implying that you didn't see these guys. Then that would be, that's called a late invade, and that they would demolish you there. And it would not be close at all. So that's why we do that. And why do you do that instead of keep your warding totem? It's because I go Oracle Lens. Oracle Lens' main thing is that it lets you make an early game play, because most people haven't gotten their pink wards yet and have all the extra vision. So it allows you to have a more secure first gank, which is all that I'm about. Me as a player, I'm all about my early game plays, trying to win early game. That way I don't even have to go to late game, right? Tilt someone so they have FF15. That's the idea here. Now, if you're not that type of player, right, if you like a more like secure in like your own farm and just like, you know, your PvEing aspect, you can feel free to just go warding trinket and then ward their jungle, ward yours, or whatever, ward for your laners, anything. That's just me, that's what I do, and that's why you'll see other people do other things. I mean, there's a million ways to get Challenger, okay? There's not just one way. Now, there sure are more consistent ways than others, but who cares what's consistent that works for you? Now, right here, I haven't been talking too much about the clear because I assume that you watch my other videos, but again, we have adaptive force, double adaptive, so we cannot get 6 autos just yet unless we hit a perfect WQ. And what I'm doing here is I'm hitting the F2, F3, and F4 key on my keyboard. So F2, F3, and F4. And basically the idea is that I'm trying to see how my laners are doing, see if they need help, what's going on. And most of the time what you're looking for is minions, okay? So as I see, they have 3 minions from the last wave, and now they're getting their 6. They'll have 9 minions to 6, so this wave's pushing to us. So that allows you to kind of see the gank before it happens, as now you know that in about 30 seconds, the enemy team's going to be there. Right farther up, and that's kind of the idea. So now you look here, you see this guy's at their turret. And that's a melee Diana, right? Diana, not known for getting out of situations like this for free. Now we noticed that their bot lane just pivoted toward this crab, so we're going to go here, try and see what extra vision we can get. We're not going to do the crab just yet, because what if their bot lane is here? Alright, so now their bot lane is shown. They probably deported somewhere. We see their jungle, so we are fine. We're going to get this crab, and we're going to go straight mid and look for the other crab too. Try and play around her vision. I can do tons of damage here, and I don't really think I die either. Kind of chilling. If they flash, I flash. And that should be a free kill. Get baited. I'm going to take my recall now because I have 1,200 gold. 1,200 gold gets you your Tiamat. I want to help my friend here. It's okay. Sometimes you got to prioritize yourself. Ain't nothing to it. And that's how we're talking about getting the wall, if you will. So that's how your early game should look like every game. Every game, you do your 6 camps, you figure out how the crab's going to look. Can you do it? Do you have enough time? Do you not? And then you go right back doing the same camps that you did previously. Now this would be my chance to gank top lane. Is this gankable? Well, the wave's in a good spot, but we're low health, and Kha'Zix is probably on this crab because we just saw him there, right? So I'm going to prioritize getting my camp here. Now, when Yorick walks up from here, you assume that he warded Tribush. And then if he warded Tribush and Kha'Zix is near, then we're going to take a 2v2, except my Kled's low health. So it's probably disadvantageous for us. So I'm going to continue to clear down. We missed our opportunity to gank top because there was no opportunity. And sometimes laners are going to get mad at you. And they're going to be like, man, you never ganked top. And it's like, well, there was never really a chance to. Because if I were to have ganked top when I could have, we would have lost and had 2 deaths given straight to them, 2 kills given straight to them. But they're not going to see it that way. You just have to understand it that way. That way you don't have that inner guilt or feel like despair towards the game because, you know, you weren't able to help someone. Sometimes you not helping them is doing more good than helping them. It's kind of like a life lesson that you apply to Elite, right? So now my mid's doing super good, right? He's on 1100 gold recall versus 800 gold, or even 700. So we should assume that we'll have Prio. Prio means priority for them to move to objective. So right now, if I were to do this dragon and both laners were to walk, just right-click towards the dragon, who would get there first? Well, Diana would, right? And then more so just by like how far the walk is, right? Ahri would have to choose between missing that wave and not, or just getting killed by Diana flat out. So that's why we're starting this dragon here. And when you make plays with Prio, you'll notice that you get more help, right? Because now this Diana has time. She's not missing anything, right? The minions haven't met yet. So she's not missing anything. So yeah, most people will feel free to help you when it doesn't cost them anything. You just have to make sure that the situation that you're putting your team in isn't that bad. Now right here, we don't look for a fight afterwards because we just got the dragon, right? There's no risk. We just went up a ton. They would like to fight because they just lost a whole objective, right? My whole team just got restored 2% missing health every 5 seconds, right? We just got all those stats for free. Now you'll notice Kha'Zix's farm is basically the same as mine, but I'm up a little bit. What is that? That is the dragon, of course. The dragon has put me up. So you see my Kled recalling on a ton of minions. You hit tab, check to see his teleport, and he does. I would like to help him out this time if possible, but he didn't recall. That basically means if you played lane before, he needs that wave for his item. And then he's going to recall and TP back. So we're okay with this. Now what would happen if Kha'Zix was randomly bot? It would be bad for him, right? Because he didn't take his recall and clear top down like I am. But if he gets 600 gold, it might be good. But then we would flip side, take his top side, get 300 gold for ourselves, and then the trade isn't as bad. Yeah, he got 600, we got 300 plus experience, and we denied it from him, so it's worth double, right? So there's always a second option there. Now he beelined straight to Void Grub, so he didn't do his top side camps. That means that we're up on the clear, so we're actually going to get to bot lane before him. So he's probably doing these now and then going bottom, whereas I'm almost bottom already. So him doing those grubs was a trade, in a way, because if this bot gank goes super well for me, then it's because he did those grubs that way. Whereas when I did Dragon, I did it with Prio, and it just went a lot faster, it wasn't as much risk. And this is kind of what farm meta looks like, is you're just like, you're always looking for a play, but you're also farming very efficiently while you're doing it. So as you can see, right, I'm on my last camp of bot side. He hasn't even hit the first camp of his bot side. So we're feeling pretty good. And I'm always just looking down here just in case I want to R. We're going to shoot R and we're going to be there. And now we got the gank. We can't smite that. And that's just how it works. Welcome to farm meta. And that's where Briar's strength actually comes in. See, now you could think about invading, right? If we know that he's on Raptors, we know that his red's up, so we could actually walk around, go straight there, see what we could cook up. But because their Braum just died, Braum's coming from base right now, so he would have the faster walk than my Seraphine would. So it would actually be a bad invade, despite we're up on the clear and we could beat Kha'Zix to that spot. It's bad because that's walking into his team, so it's actually not good for you to do that. Looks like my top laner probably just dies 1v1. Some people are going to lose 1v1, that's okay. Keep it pushing. Now we know this crab's actually dead because this is the crab that was up when he was on Void Grubs. Now you want to try and reduce how many plates you lose here. He probably gets 2 just because top lane's so awesome. So now my Kled's just down a good, 300 extra gold on top of that. So we're coming just to deny him the 3rd plate actually. And again, we want to take these minions. Right, because this would have been 60 extra gold going to nothing, just dying for free. So all of those things, butterfly effect, do add up, and that's kind of what we're here to stop. Now he's overstaying to get this last cannon wave, but my Kled actually just got here, so you may take a free death for this. Nice, and we get a trade back. Now our mid did get ganked, especially with the help of them. We can see that Ka's going to my Raptors. Now I'm losing my Raptors because my mid and support. My mid died and my support's late to the roam, so now I'm losing these right here. But I can look to come help them out. So the idea is that my bot lane's going to fight Ahri, she might leave, or Kha'Zix might get baited to fight them, and then I would be there to help them on the wind back. So right here, we're going to ping away, we're going to go here. We're actually going to take the fight with Kled. So we get the crab because he smited early. We're going to try and get Kled here. Tap E for the slow, so now we can't really go far. Kled missed the jump, that's okay. So I got the crab, he got my raptors. Dragon's up in 30 seconds. We'd like to be strong for that. I'm going to take the recall now. Usually you want to be at this dragon way earlier than this, but just how the map played out. That's okay. Grab a pink ward, deny them vision, make it harder for them to steal. Now, when grubs spawn with a 4-minute cooldown, right, or timer, dragon spawns with 5, I do dragon, then he does grubs, they're going to spawn at the same time. So Kaz met with the decision to play for my win con, try and stop mine, or play for his own on his own grubs. So we'll see what he chooses. It's better for us to get dragon. Dragon wins games. Grubs help games. So we're going to do this. Auto T-map. And then hop to it. Do some more damage here. Drop our pink. We know that they have vision, so we're going to pull this out. We see Ka, he's playing for his own win con, but we don't want to get random Ezreal Ard or whatnot because we do not have smite. But I use smite on that top crab, and that top crab's ensuring us the vision on where their top in jungle are right now, so it's just a trade-off. You'd usually like to save your W2 for a time like this, but just how the cooldowns lined up, we couldn't. Now we see Ka coming to punish my Diana while their Ahri's recalled, I assume, so we're going to stand far back, not let him know that we know, and then we're going to hop in and try and fight him here. So Ahri wasn't recalled, so that caught me off guard. Nice. York's here, can we fight? This looks like a free one-tap. Hello, my friend. Don't know that we had to use that many resources, but that's okay. Confirm it, confirm it. Now I'm going to do my Krugs here because, again, Krugs have a shorter respawn timer than Red does, so you can get more camps, you know, throughout the game if you prioritize them. But buffs, you know, there is the flip side where you want to get that 5 minutes already ticking. Luckily, this is a, you know, 15-second loss is really not that big a deal. Our win con is Dragon, so in 10 minutes, right, 4 minutes and then another 5. In 10 minutes, we should have Dragon Soul and a Hex Soul, one of the best in the game. And that should be the difference in us winning this game and not. Or rather, making the game easier to win, rather. How about that? I'm going to take this stun in W2. So it's my flash for a kill on her. But without them having a mid laner, now this play looks a lot better, right? Because we're up the player. Praise that he walks down. He does not. He's on vision, but didn't play like it. Whatever, good for him. But we got the crab. That's good. And again, this is what farm meta looks like, right? It's like people like to think that farm meta is actually boring, but it's not. It's a lot of like really calculated gameplay, so your mind is going all the time. So right here, we're going to try and see if we can save this. My Kai'Sa just did so much damage. Someone's TPing, it's Kled. Kled's going to hit R, right? Bum, 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 and then go. It's like 90% of the time how Kled ganks work. Now he thinks this is over. Okay, now he's re-decided that it's worth it. This is pretty terrible. Let's see if they have any wards for this, though. We're going to try and dive this, but where's Ahri at, right? Diana's pinging that Ahri could be here. So we got our one there. Yeah. Now our Kled just forced us into a really terrible play because he TP'd and he struggled with the idea that he could TP and not get anything, right? Like that reality was too much for him to live with. Okay, we just got an extra TP for free. Great job. My Seraphine just destroyed them. ER from Diana. I'll try. Nice. Go huge. Oh, it's so close. I need to get my items here. I'm going to pick up Black Cleaver. and probably a plated steel cap. Not bad. So we actually have a minute 30 to dragon. I'm actually just going to go bot side. Like, it makes more sense to walk, try and get as many topside camps before you go bot here to get the extra money, but because they're fighting, it doesn't look very consistent that they get this for free. So I'm just going to try and be near this side. But not bad. That was really good of my team. So I'm going to let my team know. Oh, well, I got every kill. Good, man. Now let's see what you do with it. But again, we can't think like that. Like, right? We can acknowledge that as a player that just got 7 kills, he should be doing more in this next fight than, you know, the flip side, but also just more than what he would have done in a universe where someone else got those kills, right? But you can't let that weight affect you, or your expectations are going to shoot up, and you're going to start playing worse because you're overthinking it. And it's like, no, don't change your expectations at all. Play the game as you have been, and that's it. So I'm still going to play like this Kai'Sa's, you know, 1-1, whatever she was. 1-0. So we're going to prep this dragon here. Now, I didn't grab a pink this time. They're kind of doing the top laner fight thing. I'm fine with that. Their support walked, so they're basically conceding that they're giving this for free, which is good. Dude, let Briar Q to that, and that would be insane. I could Q over, hit it, and then I could W back. Now, this is Soul Point. What does Soul Point do? Soul Point actually changes the game 100%. Okay, never mind. It's not looking as free now. Our Diana seems to be a little bit caught. We have Seraphinar. Good team fight ultimates here. Their support dies for free. I use Q, so I'm actually going to leave and I'm going to hit the drag. Again, the objective is the most important thing. The fight doesn't matter. The fight helps decide which team gets it for free. That's really it. So we're going to take that, and now we're good. So what does Soul Point do? Soul Point means that every 5 minutes, their team has to play perfectly around an objective to stop us from basically winning the game for free, because Dragon Souls are just that strong. So we're going to see how it changes the game, and we'll be able to note what happens here, you know, when the next fight happens at Dragon. Now, you could walk to this Kled to try and help him, or you can just try and take this, try and sneak this while they're doing that. Looks like they're walking straight at me. This is kind of depressing, so let's just leave it. Because they're going to show up here in about 5 seconds. Been there before. Walk in here, pivot out, make him think that I'm going that way, and then we're going to hop up the wall. Make sure that we hit the drag. The thing is, yeah, I damaged that rift for them to try and steal it. There was a chance that I got it, which would have been super good. 1 Kled for 1 rift. But now it just turned out that I leashed it for him. Happens. I'm not really worried about it. There was a chance that it worked. I'm going to try and confirm my own camps here. Because, right, they could go rift straight to my raptors here, seeing that they just respawned. So I'm going to do them on this side rather than that side. Not bad. Again, our win conditions in 3.5 minutes, so just stay strong. Try and get as many items as you can. So this is when farming becomes more important. Ooh, nice. And you'll notice some thoughts that I haven't thought that maybe, you know, other people might think, right? Good sentence. But I haven't cared about, you know, Kled griefing or whatever it is. Get in the wall, by the way. Like Kled having a rough game and it like seems like he's air quote griefing or anything like that. Right? Those thoughts don't hit my head because they're just going to make you play worse. Just, you have to rid yourself of those thoughts because they're worthless. They are actually worthless. So right here, I'm recalling to get my second item because I don't get much more strong. If I had 2250 gold, I'd get Black Cleaver plus a longsword. 10 AD is not going to change much. Me being on the map and strong as possible is what changes the game. So we're going to go right here and get this camp. We're going to keep it moving. But here's the thing, right? So back to what I was just talking about. It's like, but Logan, you played like almost a perfect game. You deserve to be way stronger than this guy. This guy doesn't deserve to kiss your boot. Who cares? Who cares what you deserve in life? It's what you have. What you deserve doesn't exist. The things that you feel like you deserve only exist in your head. Let the minions tank, and then when you W under, Smite for a slow. Just try and make this a little more consistent. And walk it out. Good play. I mean, we could look to turn. No? Sure. No ults. Now, I played League for long enough, I can deduce what this guy's saying. This guy's saying no ults. And what he really means is, like, I don't want to risk it. And instead of saying I don't want to risk it, he tries to provide you with a reason to make you, double back on your thoughts. See, I'm sitting on 3K. Had he just said that, that's the real reason. Now, we knew that wasn't the reason, but again, he's trying to type the first thing to make me not do it because he's had, some trauma with teammates before. Guess what? I've been there before, brother. Nothing new. I've been there before. I know what it's like. And by understanding that he didn't want to do that, I'm not going to force him into it. I'm just going to try and make my own play. And by me resetting, it puts me in this situation right here to help this fight out. And now look, because, hindsight, I didn't force that play. Now we just got 2 more kills. It's like, yeah. It's almost like the universe rewards you for, being open-minded towards other things. Because, like, right there, right? We could have done my play, and it turned out pretty good. We could also do their play. Turned out pretty good. It really doesn't matter what you do. As long as you're not doing the wrong thing. If you're choosing between 2 good options, you probably just stay in that lane. Don't pick, some random other option that is less good than the 2. But either way, so we have Dragon Soul coming up. We want to be right here. Now we see Diana doesn't have TP till it spawns, so that's why she's there. So I don't have to tilt, I don't have to spam ping, right? We know that she's going to TP, she's going to flash R. So now we just hope that no one griefs this. And if someone on my team, if these 2 were to run it down right now and die, we would just play for the next dragon. It's really no big deal. This is every 5 minutes we get the chance to win the game for free. That's what Dragon Soul is. So we're going to let them pull this out. We're going to ping that we're going to let this come out. We're just going to make this work. I don't really mind about York too much. Again, we're going to WQ the drag here, smite, and then we're there. And now the game's free. Because we have Hextech Soul, we can't lose this fight at all. Hop about the bed. Turn my swag on a little bit. Rift went into our mid turret, and we're about to lose bot tier 1 too. We're going to try and just force them to lose so many resources like their camps and just vision that we're able to get this tier 2. And GG. And that is quite literally a perfect game. Sure, I'm not dropping 20 kills, but this is how you win games. This is just flat out how you win games, right? We just, you just play the map correctly. You just take the trades, you understand what's going on, you just continue to think about the game, and that is exactly everything that you want a jungle game to look like. If you have any other thoughts, oh, this guy's trolling, oh, this guy this and that, you see that this is what winning looks like. Those thoughts don't happen. I said every single thought I had. So, just as simple as it gets. My mid smurf this game, by the way. And then we have the rank check, right? Because everyone's like, hey, if you're not playing it in ranked, it doesn't matter. So again, this is on my main rank solo duo, everything. Mad cringe, yes, I'm hip, right? And again, you can sometimes think about the stats. Like this guy has a little bit more damage than me, probably less damage taken. More damage taken, right? He's on the losing team. Yeah, some people get to farm stats. If you're on the losing team, you're going to take more risk. You're going to be getting more, random damage things happening. Whereas I'm, while he's hitting my laner, not killing them, doing 1k damage, my laner resets, TP's back, right? I'm just hitting my cute little camps. I'm getting strong. Play for the objectives. I get every dragon. Now I win the game. So, yeah, that is what a perfect game looks like. Again, I really can't explain it any better. If you have any other thoughts that aren't those, please work on your mental. Work on your mental. Have a good one. Thank you so much. Okay, how are we living, boys? We're actually trying to see if we can turn this into an hour long of Locked In. Instead of doing just one game, let's try and get 2 out of it. So right here, again, we got, what is this? Challenger top laner. Like we got some real people, real names in here. So I wanted you guys to see this because again, this is like, when you have challenger players in your lobby, you're probably going to try your hardest. Let me turn the music down. Right. So again, this is kind of just reinforcing that sometimes you have to live. You got to live. You got to practice what you preach, man. You got to do it. You gotta let people know, hey man, I don't just say this stuff, I live by it. So right here, because we saw Karthus, I decided to word his red to know exactly where he starts. It's a 3-second loss on my walk, but you usually have about 4 seconds extra after you recall to stand by your blue buff anyway. I'm going to use W. Yeah, I do lose the health again, 6%, right? But Briar stays full health, who cares? The extra value you get here is good. But yeah, no, so really what you should be doing in times like this is you just hit tab and try and figure out like how the fights are going to go, right? If I hop into a fight too fast without my team, oh my god, they're fighting. I just hitting tab, I see both sums used, I'm like, what's going on? You're going to get Lulu Polymorph though, and it's going to be depressing. Smite before your W2 because your W2 does execute damage. Execute damage meaning more damage the lower they are. It's like a rotating concept in this. I pulled out too early, not going to lie. All good. You know what I do? That's what I do. 3 autos, then E. Auto attack during the pushback. Auto attack, walk backwards. Auto attack. You're only walking when you're waiting for your next auto. Thus pulling this camp to the next and then increasing my clear speed as a whole. So now looking at that ward, right, we know that Karthus started bot side and is clearing up. So that's why I went Blue Smite. I think Blue Smite is an acceptable choice against junglers that are going to try and out-clear you. Things like Brand, Lilia, Karthus, the things that are mega OP. They're OP because they clear so much faster than you, and then they also have like insane team fighting presence. Like they kind of just beat Briar on a lot of different things right now in the meta, right? Because it's farm meta. People that farm well are going to be better right now. It's not crazy to think. But that doesn't mean that your favorite champ isn't playable. It's just that you have to understand these things and then play a little bit better with it. So I'm going to ping where Karthus is right now. They seem like they want help. I don't think they're getting dove, so I'm going to finish my camp, I think. Sometimes it's okay to, like, you know, walk out and help these people in these random things for your own loss, but you have to remember that you are taking a loss to help them. Which, you know, once you do that, you have to accept that, hey, the game's not going to go how you want it, you know? It's not going to go exactly how you thought it would. Now, they're probably going to leave, so we're good to go here. Karthus is full cleared already, right? And is ganking already. These farm champs are crazy, I know. Seems like Lulu flashed on my Leona and just killed her. Now right here we've top losing support. Our mid's doing good though. We're going to hit this Scryer down and try and help. Maybe I gotta help. Give me a long turret shot. This is going to be warded because they're good players. Please go 15, thank you. Okay. We're just going to try and like fake chase him. If he turns down, then that's actually good for us. Maybe he left. Oh, good try. So now we're going to turn this game into a win. We've losing everything except for mid. And we haven't even been able to affect the map yet. And we didn't get that crab because we pressured them, but we forced them into an execute. Is what it is. You had a chance to get 300 gold. I mean, you got to take some risks sometimes. Now, if Karthus didn't recall, he played for my Grump, he'd be here right now. We would take the fight, we'd win it. But he's probably not going to do that. Right? Because Karthus is in a situation right now where he doesn't have to risk anything. He can just play the game out regular because his team is now ahead, right? He's winning mid and bot lane. And Twitch Lulu is one of the hardest things to counter when it's ahead. It's one of the most unplayable things, especially if you're melee, right? People that play ranged champions don't understand how impossible it is to play against that. They just want you to Malphite R everything, and guess what? That's not how it works. But again, we're just going to keep it popping. We're going to keep doing what we can do. Ping the dragon because Karthus could have done... Yeah, okay. So we did 3 camps, and then he was going to look drag, but found my Leona. Now, Kennan's actually taking a walk timer here. We're going to see. See what damage we can get done on him. And there we go. We made a good play. I think my boy forgot about the Karthus passive, so he took way too much extra damage. Both top laners just walk from top. They're actually both demons. Leona just pinged me, so I know that he's brainless, so I'm just going to hit the insta-mute, right? Because that's what you do when you're locked in. Don't ever let these people speak to you. Ever. Guys, this guy he's running the game down. He's getting severely outperformed. And now he's trying to project it onto anyone else that'll listen. So guess what? We're not even there. No open ear. We're going to lock it in. Now, we didn't get the dragon. Assumably, Karthus going to reset. He's going to start that dragon, then clear back up. So I'm walking to Grubs this time. Oh, I didn't get the smite. My smite went to that one somehow. That has to be a bug or something. Ah, we couldn't kill him in time. I didn't get my E. We wanted to min-max super hard, get into the bush, then E. You gotta play the game, brother. See, people like that are kind of pathetic, not gonna lie. What could mid have done there, bro? What could mid have done there? So we're just gonna turn that off too. And now we only can communicate with the two players that seemingly are trying to win. Now, if I played a little better there, I could have smited the grub, got that, and that might have stopped Karthus from getting 6, right? Or was he 6 the whole time? I wasn't able to pay attention. My smite going to that top grub was super weird. That has to be a bug or something. Maybe not. Find rope fast. I don't know what that means. Never heard that one before. But again, if you want to have any chance of winning these games, you never chalk it up. You play it to the bitter end. Okay, that's actually good. Our support died, but our AD carry lived. That's good. Like, the game might feel disparaged right now, but it's really not that bad. It's 5-8. And the bot wave just went in. Good. Now, when Karthus gets this fat bot wave like this, this basically ends jungle. If it wasn't already over, it ends it. Because he just goes, like, basically free level 8. I'm not taking any, you know, resources from my team. And I'm barely going to get level 7 off these 2 camps. So he's just up a full level. Now, sure, that would mean in hindsight, right, that my AD carry is now ahead of theirs. But how much will that actually matter? We will see. Now, he doesn't have a ward for... Well, he does have a ward. He's not going to use his ward, rather. So they get that dragon for free. Again, you have to accept it. If you hop over that wall, Lulu's going to polymorph it. Their bot lane is there. And then you die. Now, what we can do is look for a gank on the flip side. Assuming that Karthus does that dragon and leaves, we can play for a gank here. We just need our Leona to play the game. He's close enough to go in. Okay. Nice. And again, you have to remember, you can only do as much as you can do. So I'm not feeling bad about this game. I'm not feeling anything other than, you know, the emotions of winning, because that's all I'm focused on. Nice, they get that. I'm going to go defend my topside camps, and we're there. So we're on 1 item. He's not on 1 item yet. He's up 4 camps. One of those is dragon. One of those is grub. So he's up 2 camps being the crabs, which really isn't that big of a deal. And then the rest of the farm is simply just the bot wave. So it's like we really haven't done too much wrong yet. I mean, just how it happens. So Zed thought we'd go for him. We're just going to, again, pick up some minions on the flip side. We know that our ground pit's our first camp to spawn, so we're going to walk there and defend it. Don't let Karthus get there first, right? Because if he can get there first, he can post up, ward it. You know, he can ward over this wall, try and look to kill us. I can actually come to try and help him here. Kind of like how this looks. I still don't know I'm here. Hello, my friend. Just a quick little get rolled in the wall. If Zed's here, we cry. That's all we can do. Yeah, that's okay. We kill him, we get this, and that guy's there. So, I mean, it ended up being worth. Right, I kept my flash. Well, I didn't have my flash to use, so I keep my flash in turn. I'm actually going to pick up Sundered Sky here, by the way. Black Cleaver's not that good against their team because this guy, like, when he's at the fights, Sundered Sky would be good. Or Black Cleaver would be good, but I don't think he's going to be at as many fights as I'm guessing. Again, we do have a little bit of a imposter on this team. So we're just going to make sure we just get some of these resources. Don't let him die to the turret for nothing. We're going to shoot our there, and we have the follow-up backup plan that we just hit our own camps here. Oh, we hit. Q plus Tiamat here, or Titanic. Tiamat is a crazy name. If we want to play for this again with MF, yeah, I'll be down. Ah, she got the recall. Oh, good. No, they did get grubs. They're probably going to walk to my... actually, I don't think Karthus will go to my wolves. He might reset and just play to be right here, not going to lie. We might see this Karthus here in a second. If I had Sweeper, I'd stand over this wall with Sweeper, and then I'd aim into the wall butt. I mean, they just have way more people than us. Alright, I'm kind of loving this. Shoot. Did not want to hit this guy. Is my AD carry gone? Yeah. The idea was that Yone would R the Zed, I would hop over, WQ the Zed, we'd kill him, but then my Q, like, just would not go off on the guy. I wonder what was happening. Oh well. Tabbies are good this game again. Despite they do have spellcasters, you never buy your boot for the damage. You buy it for the passive, okay? So if they have auto attackers, then you go tabbies, and if you need tenacity, then you go mercs, okay? The magic resist and the armor don't exist. The passives do. So that's how you got to think of it. So because these guys will be auto attacking me, mostly just this guy is enough to buy it, enough of a reason. And we can always get more tenacity if we need it through Sterix. One of our best items. Again, pulling the camp to the next one so that we can get the rest of our W out of it. Not gonna lie, it's looking like Sundered Sky won't be possible. With seeing how much this Cho'Gath's been walking, I'm actually gonna change my mind a little bit. Nice. Nice. And these games are fiestas, but look, man, stay locked, do what you do. Make it worth. The moment that I unlock, everyone on my team unlocks. It's like a chain reaction, right? People are only going to try as much as they see everyone else trying, if they're like decent human beings. And so the idea is that we okay, Karthus pivoted and then left. So what's that about? He must be really on this drag or something. Nice. That time I just had to do it to be honest. Oh, they're too low. Well, I guess Leona's not too low to help me, but I don't know that we... Like, maybe we could have won it, maybe we couldn't. Either way, the biggest thing is that dragon, man. It stopped, like you saw in the previous video, right? Dragon stacking his OP, stopping it just bought us 5 more minutes of, 1, them not having Dragon Soul if they get all the next, and then 2... just the fact that we're not on Soul Point, and Soul Point is one of the most game-changing things that people do not give enough credit to. Now, I will say their mid's kind of getting the better of my team here. That guy, I mean, he's been everywhere. He's been doing everything. He's getting his own turret. He's up farm. It's gonna happen. It's not my job to fix every lane. I do the things that win jungle, and I keep it moving. That's it. It's the only thing that I do this. I would like to help him, but the thing about Zed is he just leaves if I go near him. So we're feeling pretty good. 2 of the most locked-in YouTube videos you could ever see in your life. If we get level 10, that's good. If Karthus walks here, we might be able to kill him. He might get level 11 off of that top wave. Again, he's gotten so many more minions just from waves than I have. So we gotta deal with that. Hopefully, oh man, I actually jumped behind the rift too early, so now I don't get the back eye hit ASAP. So now, after 2 seconds, 1, 2, back eye's gonna open, and then we hop behind. We missed the timing, all good, no big deal. Got the rift. He probably dies. We're going to do something with the space that he's buying. Yeah, no, there's 3 there. I can't help you. We did get bot turret. Again, even high elo lobbies look like this Clown Fiesta stuff, man. It never ends. So stop thinking once you get to the next rank it's going to end. It never will. Pick up my little cinders here. Feeling pretty good. Yone's so imbalanced, I'm not going to lie. One good team fight with MF and Kennen's imbalanced, so we have a ton of ways to win. Their ways to win are Twitch Lulu, Karthasar, or Zed, randomly just one-tapping everyone. All of those things are real, so both teams kind of got it going on. Just going to dodge all this guy's spells while I get this rift in. We're going to smite that guy's shield away so he gets hit by the knockout. That's pretty good. He might die to bleed. I'm going to shoot R anyway. Nice. Died to bleed. Is there anyone else? And now me smiting that Zed Edge of Night now looks like the smartest play you've ever seen, right? Because it directly got him killed. Because then the Yone Q3 comes in and then we're surprisingly able to win a fight. But those are the things that add up, man. Just give every game everything that you got, man. Like right now, internally, I'm like, dang, this game is looking kind of crazy. I'm not feeling too great about it. But guess what? These are the games that define your win rate, right? They take you, you know, if you won every free game and you lost every, you know, impossible game, you'd be 50% win rate, okay? So this is where you define your win rate to 55% and higher, is you make these ones winnable. These are the games where you show what you've learned. So what I'm going to do here is, after Black Cleaver, I like Sterix into Spear of Visage. One of the best 2-item combos that Briar has. But what I do is I pick up the No Magic Mantle and I just sit on it. Because that, until you have Spear of Visage complete, you only have 25 MR until you have the full item. So this is basically like having the full chunk of it for a very cheap 450 gold. Now their jungler's topside, he's looking to reset, so we can probably take tons of control of this map. So I found an angle. I'm going to ping to my team, hey, I found an angle here. I think if we're smart, we go to Zed. That part's not looking that great for us. Nice. That's huge. My team is 2v5ing with AoE ults. I'm loving that for us. Nice. We're going to be there to save it too. Huge. We go there. Baron's not up for 50, so we can't do it. We get the second drag for our team, third for the game. And now suddenly that one dragon that was supposed to be win con for their team isn't looking like very much, is it? And back to your camps, just like clockwork. Again, always keep doing it. Now, if you get Baron, then you immediately recall, right? You want to spend that money, you want to recall with your team, be on the map at the same time. Right now, like, this guy's recalling into this guy's recalling, this guy's going to get another wave, then recall, right? So if you can't sync up with your team, like, very wholeheartedly, then, like, who cares? Just keep it pushing. Oh, this looks really bad. I'm not going to lie, this looks terrible. Didn't expect the Kennen, did you, bud? It's usually pretty worth to just use your E for that cooldown diff. Nice. It looked terrible until Kennen was there, I'm not going to lie, it looked pretty bad. And again, this Karthus is still, I mean, you know, we're even items, you could say, but he's still up experience, and that's from the minions earlier. As long as you keep track of that, you can feel pretty good about it. You know, maybe a little bit of farm over me, a little bit of minions from the early game. But as long as you stay relatively strong in comparison, it's really not that big a deal. So now I see Kennen looking for a stun. I'm going to wait for Kennen to R, and then I'm going to shoot R at that guy. Just wait for the stun. So we haven't shot R yet, you see? Wait until it's confirmed. And we're going to break up this guy's combo a little bit. See if we can get someone in the wall. Kind of loving that. Hopefully I hit Cho with this. This is good. You could go forward, but again, it's pretty tough to go forward into Karthus unless it's like the exact right position. I can go here. We can bait them. They're stepping up without Cho because they're trying to reclaim any part of this map. You don't have a Lulu. Nice. I dropped W for a half second there. Now Karthus is here. I'd probably die for this play. Team has to help me out, right? Team doing the, hey, I don't care that you're Briar thing. See if we can get you guys into the wall, maybe. Okay, you guys got kind of cooked. You guys got kind of cooked there. That's why Briar's hilarious. This shape is so bad that when you cook someone with it, it's like, okay, that was actually kind of cool. But you see how your team just leaves you, man? They don't realize that, like, hey, man, I can't turn this shit around, man. This is a one-way train. Oh, and now I'm up. Now I'm up experience. How's that? How crazy is that feeling? We got the. That's one of the most important crabs in the game. Vision's OP, so you want to make sure that you're doing everything you can with that. Hit every one tap that you can. Again, I look at the buff bar down there to see when the Karthus R is going to go off, and then I just did E based off that. Now Karthus is alive. He's probably heading over here. We're going to try and go back to this. Try and catch this guy lacking. Hello, my friend. We're going to bite on that auto just to make sure we proc PTA by getting the extra auto tech range. We're still getting FFs, by the way. Like, the game has now become more free for us, and we're still getting FFs. Some people are very crazy. So always ping a dragon a minute before it, right? Make them realize, like, hey, this is what we're doing. You got to keep your team locked with pings. It's like one of the most OP things in the game, is pinging. You just have to know how to utilize it correctly. Now I'm going to wait for a pink ward, too. Although that one's mine, they're probably going to take that one here in a second. I'm going to grab another one. So I'm up about half an item on Karthus. We're the same level. I'm probably up some experience. And I'm up WinCon, which is dragons. Because again, if we get this dragon, then we put them on soul point. It's one of the hardest things to be under, is under soul point. Because it changes the game. Every 5 minutes, you guys have to play perfectly around this dragon or you flat out lose the game. He's got top tier 1. It is what it is. We just need to waste time for 20 seconds. Now, good teams are going to punish you for being perfectly here for drag, right? So as you can see, they push mid and then they go take my top side. So I'm still losing resources for being here. And it's like, well, what about taking it? Well, what if they're posted up, they catch you there, knowing that you try to take your top side before the objective. Okay. We can actually look mid because we're pretty posted for it. That looks good. If we get an engage, we go. Shooting it at the Twitch, who's hopefully stunned. That's good. Give me a fear. Nice. Got our one tap. We're down cooldowns. We need to just buy time with walking. So let's hit the wave while we wait. Always try and min-max what you can be doing, right? Cooldowns are down. Find something else to do. Found you. I was hiding. Now I'm Twitch, right? Logan, what are you doing? My bad. Sorry, Logan. Put you into the wall. Gonna have to just wait for Karthus passive to be done with. I mean, I will turn, bro. I'm so down. I don't think they can kill me like this, especially through Sterix. Right now I'm just kind of finding like random openings on enemy team, kind of just like being the glue that my team needs to make this into a win. And this is what Hylar Briar looks like, man. I mean, yep, sure, you're more limited than other champs. Sure, you got to work a little bit harder, but welcome to the game, man. When you locked in this champ, when you chose to lock in Briar, you voided any ability to whine about not playing the best champion in the game possible. Especially as a competitor, you left all that the moment you clicked lock in. You could never complain about that again. You either want to play Briar, you understand the things that come with that, or you want to play someone that's OP, you lock in Karthus, do your thing. I'm going to go spend my 1600 here. It's not a really big change in game, but you never know. Luckily, there's nothing going on the map right now that things like this could add up. Right, because I had no magic. Now I have, what is that, an extra of 350 health and some more ability haste. My ability haste is almost through the roof. I want level 16 for my R, but my team is so far into their side of the map that a random fight would probably go enemy team's way. And again, their mid's still on 4 items. Like, he is not weak. Maintain mid prio for my team here because they're kind of dropping it. Yeah, give me 16. Nice. Level 16. On Karthus, I'm up, what is this? I mean, 2,000 gold almost. Okay, so they found Cho'Gath. The Q position hitting Leona is always cool. Love that for me. Okay. I'm getting drilled. We didn't have our AD carry and we sent it, but to be fair, Kennen kind of forced our hand. Like, it's like, so here's the thing, right? Kennen goes in like that, and it's really bad for us, right? But if you don't go with him, then he just runs it down. If you go with him, you at least have a chance. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. That was pretty int. Luckily, we saved our important cooldowns. That's all you can really do in situations like that. Sometimes with your whole team, like if Kennen goes forward, us 3 walk backwards, we're kind of chill. Like, alright, let him die. Whatever, we don't care. Right, he's already been complaining the whole game, but happens. Right there, we just tried to do everything we could. That's all you can do. But yeah, no, never funnel under Karthus R. It's pretty basic. And, like, if they're not jumping on Twitch, he's going to shred you. It doesn't matter how far behind he is. Luckily, with Spear Visage, I just became, like, Omega in this lobby. Nice. Dragon Soul is actually way more important for us, so we should probably go here. Dragon Soul matters so much more. He probably gets perma-stunned, so I'm going to take that. They TP'd. We know that TP. I'm going to ping it the moment I can. Buffer E into that, and we're good. Go Baron into Dragon. That should be FF. Karthus is still alive, which basically means that he can flash over this wall and get the 50-50, and then the game's a little bit more playable for them. Nice. I actually missed Smite. Did you see that? I saw it. My Leona just got put on a shirt, by the way. I don't know why he's going for that. Once we get the Baron, we're happy. I'm going to use E here just to gain some health. Because, again, your E gives 10%. At max rank, it's 10% of your max health just for free. So, it is important to try and do that whenever it's truly free. You just have to have a good game sense to pull it off. Nice. We actually killed him. Nice. We're walking into a 2v3 here, which is kind of a bait, but luckily, look how much damage we do. I am not dying to no Cho'Gath feast, by the way, brother. You're not in the wall, and that's fine. I don't have to flash, but I can to make it better for Yone's positioning. Brother, ain't no one dying here. 30 seconds with the wave. I don't know if that's good, but you see, Twitch thought that was his moment. Good try, brother. Good try. We can't end, but again, we're soul baroned up. We basically just have one more push to end. This is where auto attack cancels go good, so queuing to your minions and then Titanicking gives you auto attack resets. All that damage adds up. Take what you can on the way out, being their camps, but don't get caught doing it. That's the biggest thing. So you use the minions as your indicator on if this play is good or not, right? We see that those two are there, so we know that we can look. Nothing's here, whatever. Now, times like this in close games, I actually like to go, like, my GA component. GA is the best late game item in the game. And then actually grab an elixir, because the odds of me getting 1,200 gold here, pretty unrealistic without winning the game, right? If I get 1,200 gold, it means that I got 4 kills, basically. And with 4 kills, I should be ending the game with 4 kills. So, take the extra stats this time. Again, don't be surprised if this actually ends up, like, denying you an item on a recall, but it happens. Ooh, wow. None of them got any CC there. Damn. I thought we'd at least have Kennen and Leona there. So that's bad on my understanding. I'm not perfect. See if I can get us a little red buff for the team here. Again, buffs like this matter so much more in the late game, because you get 5 of them. It's not like how it used to be. He doesn't realize that that's denied me a level up, but he probably doesn't care. We just lost his shield bow for the free. Yone does have TP in 20. It would be cool if he could not die till then. Zed's one of the most slippery champs ever, so catching him out for free is going to be really tough. Shoot ult, try and bang out here. Bring home some kills, go for Lulu. Zed's doing the Zed thing, we're going to aggro to him. He already has R up again, by the way. Actually, Mark would be like, what the hell? Aw, man. We didn't get the Titanic diff there. Yeah, so actually Mark just gave him a free ultimate, by the way. But that's on the back of my team not playing serious, where it's like the only thing you can do is control yourself, right? So if they're going to play terrible, look, deep breath, keep it going. One thing about their comp is they have 3 separate win cons. So, like, you kill 2 of them, well, they still have the 3rd, and that's where some drafts get tough. But, like, on the flip side of that, if we catch, like, 3 of them in one spell, then their whole team comp dies. So look at the money, right? I'm about to be at 900 plus 514, so I wouldn't have this GA either way. So then the question comes up, do you buy another elixir, right? And I draw the line in no. I won, right? We're still up about 2k gold on... Cho thinks he's getting a free 1v1 or what? I mean, he did get a 1v1. It wasn't a good one, but... So bad. So bad for the game to die there. Thank you, Zed, for the smite. I appreciate it, my friend. I got Twitch Spray and Pray for free there. That is so... Thought you were going to catch me lacking, brother. Might as well just walk it out. Nice. Live at the edge there. Live at the edge there. Live at the edge. More of a gooner? My bad. Now we've Kennen with TP and ult. I mean, if that ain't a game winner, I don't know what it is, but we'll see. This guy's had quite a tough game mentally. Now, when you're the winning team, you don't want to go Elder, right? Elder is the only way enemy team wins, so... Times like this, we want to actually just chill. Dude, this Cho? We're having a rough game, man. I like this. Just go over the wall and hit E like this. Just try and knock someone away if the time comes. Nice, we got it. He just R'd off the jump. I don't know how good that is, but... Zed, last one alive. We have... What is that, 4 up? So that ain't bad. If he W's immediately, I hit him. Come on now. I mean, just like you gotta put your thoughts up top. You just gotta put your tops up thought. You know what I'm saying? Who's with me? Let's grab this wave here. Make sure that we win. Right, our closest wave is here. So Terrors have so much insane backdoor protection that one minion drops it. So if you just see this right here, reinforce all this, whatever. Now this is a literal minion. GG. And even this game is winnable, right? Challenger top lane calls FF, starts trolling, chasing around laners. Everything else, we're behind. Everything's bad. These are the games where you prove that, hey, wait, I'm actually them. I'm he, I'm her, I'm they, I don't care. This is where you figure this stuff out. Because, yeah, I could have lost this game, gotten mad. Who cares? My AD carry I felt like he played well. And my mid. But yeah, again, on the main, ranked solo duo, same stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, sub. Have a good one.